I just can't understand how you can be so unconcerned about all this.
Concerned? Do you think I'll be able to sleep until that phone rings tomorrow? I'm scared to death for my mother, and you know what? I'm actually glad that there's something to be scared about. Now what I'm really concerned about is you.
Me?
Yeah, I'm starting to think that if you're even capable of having a good time.
Why? Because I like to wear my gloves in winter?
No, because there isn't the least bit of adventure in you. You know what you are, Paul? You're a watcher. You're a watcher. There are watchers in this world and then there are doers. And the watchers sit around and watch the doers do. Well, tonight you watched, and I did.
It was a little harder to watch what you were doing than it was for you to do what I was watching.
You can't even relax for one evening. I don't know, Paul. Sometimes you act like a...
What? A stuffed shirt? Is that it?
I didn't say that.
That's what you were implying.
That's what you were anticipating. I didn't say stuffed shirt. But you're extremely proper and dignified.
Proper and dignified? When was I proper and dignified?
The other night at Delfino's. You were drunk, right?
Right, I was stoned.
Exactly. I didn't even know about it until you told me the next morning. I mean, you're funny kind of a drunk, Paul. You just sat there just all sad, just watching your coat.
I was watching my coat because someone else was watching my coat. Look, if you want, I'll get drunk for you sometime. Really make your hair stand
That's
on
not
end.
necessary.
Last New Year's Eve in Harry's bar, I punched an old woman, so don't tell me about drunk. When else? When else was I proper and dignified?
All the time. You always dress right, you always look right, you always say the right things. You're goddamn nearly perfect.
That's a rotten thing to say.
Before we got married, I thought you said with a tie on.
No, just for formal sleeps.
Like last Thursday night, you were to walk barefoot with me in Washington Square Park. Why not?
Simple answer. It was 17 degrees.
Exactly, because it was logical, it was sensible, and it was no fun.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I am a little too proper and dignified for you. Maybe you'd have fun with someone more colorful and flamboyant, like the Greek.
Oh, it would be a lot more laughs than a stuffed shirt.
You said I wasn't.
Well, you are now.
I'm not listening to this. I have a case in court in the morning.
Where are you going?
To sleep.
How can you now?
I'll close my eyes and count Kanichis. Good night.
You can't go to sleep, we're having a fight.
You have the fight. When you're done, turn off these lights.
Oh, that gets me so upset, you can't even control your emotions.
No. I'm just as upset as you are. But when I'm hungry, I eat. When I'm tired, I sleep. I've seen you eat and sleep.
Not in the middle of the crisis.
What crisis? We're just fighting.
You don't consider this a crisis? Our whole marriage is hanging in the balance.
It is? When did this happen?
Just now, when I realized you and I have absolutely nothing in common.
Because I won't go walking barefoot with you in the park? No case. Adultery, yes, but cold feet, no.
Oh, don't you oversimplify this, Paul. I'm angry. Can't you see that?
It's 2:15. If I can get to sleep in half an hour, I'll get 5 hours sleep. I'll call you in court tomorrow. We'll fight by phone.
Oh, I hate you. I really, really hate you, Paul.
Now, there's one thing I've learned in court. Be careful when you're tired and angry. You may say something you regret. I am now tired and angry.
And a coward.
Maybe you're right. Maybe we don't have anything in common. People should have more than just a blood test first. Yeah, maybe we should be checked first for a little common sense, understanding, and emotional maturity.
Why'd you get it passed by the Supreme Court? Only those bearing a certificate from a psychologist can get married.
Listen.
Don't touch me! Don't you lay a finger on me! I can't even stand to be in the same room with you!
You're hysterical.
I'm not hysterical! I know exactly what I'm saying! It's all over between us and it's never gonna be the same! I'm sorry, I don't want to cry.
No, cry, please, go
Don't
ahead.
tell me when to cry! I'll cry when I want to cry! And I won't cry till you're out of this apartment!
What do you mean?
What? You don't think that we're gonna live here? After all this?
You're not serious.
Of course I'm serious, Paul! I want a divorce!
Divorce?
Sorry, I can't talk to you anymore.
Where are you going?
To bed?
You can't sleep, not now.
You did before!
No, during a fight. This is during a divorce.
I'm sorry, you're too hysterical.
I want to know why you want a divorce. Why?
Because you and I have absolutely nothing in common!
Nothing in common. What about the 6 days at the plaza, Corey?
6 days does not a week make.
What does that mean?
I don't know what it means. All I know is that I want a divorce.
You know, I think you mean this. Do you mean this?
I do, I really do.
I thought you were going to cry.
Well, I am now. I'm going to have the biggest cry of my life and I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm going to cry so hard I'm going to keep you awake all night. Good night, Paul. I mean, goodbye.
6 days does not a week make.